Good phases of possession here. O'Gara, dummy pass. Didn't fool the defence. Ball a little bit slow, coming back. O'Leary spots a little gap across the 22. And Munster going to score. Jean de Villiers under the posts. Well, it was a little half break from Tomas. O'Leary set it up. There was pressure from long spells of possession for the Munster side. And de Villiers was just on the shoulder of Tomas O'Leary. And the crowd here in Thomond, something to warm them at last. Players.
Well, I think the smile from de Villiers said it all. Great break from Tomas O'Leary initially, but the awareness to know he wasn't going to make it. Looked inside, a great supporting line from Jean de Villiers. He actually takes him switches the way he was going, and we've seen him score so many tries for South Africa. That's his second one in Munster colours, but again, superb awareness from Tomas O'Leary. But you have to say, poor defence from Ulster around the ruck. Nobody protecting the gate there, and I think defensively Ulster will be very disappointed with that, but no surprise that Ulster going for that option. Just a little overthrow there from Dennis Fogarty. It was crooked as well, and Ulster now looking to put huge pressure on. This is one of the areas Munster, they don't want to defend too many 5-metre scrums. Big blind side open here.
Good shove from Ulster. Ball at the feet of Chris Henry at the back of that. The referee's arm is out, playing an advantage. Boss gets the ball to Humphreys. Little chip over the top from Humphreys. Will he win the race? Can he touch it down? Humphreys got a hand to it. Whistle blows. Try awarded. Great work from Ian Humphreys. He knew he could take the chance. There was a penalty coming. Well, that's an excellent finish from the number 10.
Which is a great chip over here. Munster defence, they had to come up quickly. I thought he had kicked it too far. You just see the bounce. Definitely got his hand there. Paul Warwick trying to come across to cut it off, but that's a great response from Ulster, and a super individual score by Ian Humphreys.
Almost disrupted, but Munster have possession. Taken off the top to Villiers. Running at a straight line at the Ulster defence. Stopped though on the 10-metre line. Munster once again. O'Gara tackled and driven backwards. Ulster tried to drive over the ball. Good strength coming from Ulster and results in the penalty. Good work from the men in white that time.
Hand play in your hands, both.
That's a poor penalty for Munster to concede. For the first time in the game, we'd seen a ball off the top. Jean de Villiers, his trademark up the middle of the field. He's had precious few opportunities to do it since he's come here. But unfortunately, the defence of Paddy Wallace on Ronan O'Gara, he got the hit in early, drove him back, and O'Gara failed to release in the contact area, and now Humphreys has a chance to put Ulster ahead.
Ian Humphreys now with the penalty attempt, halfway between the 22-metre line and the halfway line. Muted cheers from the visiting supporters. Humphreys has added the 3 points. Very good kick. He was a long way out. That's good. And that'll settle Humphreys' nerves for the place kicking. Here you see it from behind. Struck with confidence, plenty of distance, had the direction. So Munster try then, almost under the Ulster posts. O'Leary. Strong running, but no way through there for de Villiers. Driven into touch close to the corner flag.
Well, stand in there. Right, get back 2 metres and you can't join the line out. No, not the ball is thrown. No!
Ulster getting a little bit of help.
Well, I don't think Ryan Caldwell, he doesn't understand the laws of the game. He doesn't know when he can come in. He's not part of the line out. He has to get back from it.
He was trying to argue that he was the scrum half. O'Leary taps the free kick. First tackle, Munster just held up short of the line. Bodies dive over. Tomas O'Leary's arm goes up. Paul O'Connell claiming the try as well. Alan Roland is there. Now he has a look. Whistle blows, arm goes up. It's a try to Munster. David Wallace, the one who's getting the congratulations. And the Munster flags wave here at Thomond Park. We might see it a little bit better from this angle.
David Wallace, impossible to stop from those situations, and time again, he's been the one, the catalyst for Munster, driving over the line, deprived of a try in Murrayfield unfairly, I felt, last week. Certainly here, the weight of numbers in behind him. O'Connell, Archer, Donncha O'Callaghan, all in there, and to be fair to referee Elaine Roland, in the perfect position to judge it.
Donncha O'Callaghan, ball carrying, driving into the 22. Great support from the forwards for Munster. Ulster trying to rip the ball loose from Tomás O'Leary's grasp, managed to do so. Paul O'Connell gets his foot in there, hacks it loose, hacks it free. And now Ulster have to defend a line out on the 5-metre line. Paul O'Connell signaling to the players.
Well, you just see
lift this game.
Great ball off the top once again, and Maffey, once he gets a smell, gets in behind the Ulster defence there. Great work on the ground by Munster and turning it over, but Munster have managed to pilfer the ball again.
Munster from that line out find themselves just a yard or so short from the Ulster line. Ulster appealing that there's an infringement. Dangerous, dangerous times here for Ulster. Alan Quinlan controlling the ball. Donegal Callan in support. Quinlan driven to the ground. The ball is there quickly. O'Connell can take it this time. Bruno there in support. Stephen Archer. They go to O'Gara, pass wide. Earls dives in low. Nothing Magusa can do about that. Try number 3 for Munster.
As a former scrum half, Roland Button-Dupree, you just see Alan Quinlan's hand there pulling the ear off Isaac Boss. Boss is shouting at the referee, and the referee says unacceptable. But again, Munster having extended their lead to 9 points, a silly point or a silly penalty.
Paul O'Connell just asking for clarification on what the penalty was for.
Explain what the penalty was for. I don't have a problem with that.
Roland getting a lot of chat from both sides and handling it pretty well, Donald. Very capable referee.
Well, he's the best in the world.
You want to calm them all down a little bit? Too many people said release, hands off, etc., right? Just get it across your boys, will you please?
So Humphreys' penalty attempt into the little bit of breeze that's there. Has he got enough? It had the distance just about, but it stayed to the right-hand side. Munster touchdown. Shivkovsky was there as well. Munster have the ball again. Little chip over the top from O'Gara. Maffey to chase. Maffey bounces over the top of the Ulster players. Neither of them got to the ball. Play goes on. Maffey had a spectacular fall, but he's okay. And the ball back to Humphreys, sees some space. Paul Warwick, well positioned, did well. Now launches the up and under and chases it coming down. Dean Humphreys just took his eye off the ball at the last second. It's spilled loose. Is there going to be a try? Warwick almost up to the line. Ball bounces over the line. Ulster touchdown.
Dolan commits himself early. He's up off the ground. Now, to be fair to Cave, I think he had his eye on the ball and clashed in mid-air, but really it was a horrible landing for Dowling. And but it was reckless, really, when you look at it again there from Cave. He just...
Front rows are up, the ball's come back awkwardly. It's come back on the Ulster side. Munster pressure though on Chris Henry. Dyack gets over the ball to protect it. Ulster still have Marshall to Humphreys. Dangerous tactics from Humphreys, but desperate, driven back across the try line. Ulster forwards trying to keep him on his feet. Ripped the ball loose somehow. It's gone to ground now. Who's going to come up with possession here? Munster have it. Is it a Munster try? Alan Roland goes round the post to check. I think he's going to go to the TV referee. He's going to ask Tony Redmond.
I think it was Niall Ronan managed to get his hands on the ball there. Definitely over the line.
I'm going up to have a look at this. Move away.
No question. Roland had to go upstairs. I think he's held up.
He certainly looks held up. Certainly looks held up at the first attempt. O'Leary puts in. Again, the front rows are up. It's a little bit awkward. Pick from O'Gara. Warwick is over the line. It's a try for Munster. It's the extra point. It was well deserved. Ulster under a lot of pressure. They're a man short. There was always going to be a bit of space. And the home crowd are absolutely delighted with that. It's nothing more than Warwick deserves. He's had a good game. Leamy went to O'Leary, and O'Leary to Warwick, and Warwick just sailed through the space.
Yeah,